Last night, a colleague of mine and I went out to dinner in Montclair, and my friend CJ was talking with the proprietor, and the gentleman said, "You don't have a Southern accent." So I feel I have to prove our bona fides by giving you all the official Mississippi greeting. Hey, y'all. I have deep roots in Mississippi. Went to school there, had my first journalism job there, but then I left, as they say, went up north, and worked for many years, and then came back to a very different landscape as far as the media was concerned. We've all been through economic problems, attrition, resistance in government agencies. It had gotten to the point in Mississippi where there was a head of an agency, state government, who, when a reporter arrived, thought that he could bar the reporter because he hadn't seen one in so long. Had to be told, no, part of the First Amendment, we get to attend your meetings. And then some other people had told us that they had felt culturally cut off from the rest of the state because organizations that used to cover them no longer covered them. So basically what we try to do in Mississippi Today is practice public service journalism. And that is that we want to give nonpartisan, fact-based reporting on issues that have a dramatic effect on Mississippians, like education, healthcare, infrastructure. We've gotten some praise for what we do. We've also gotten some criticism from our governor, who has labeled us liberals at an online democratic propaganda machine. We won't give that any credence. But we know that we can't do this alone. We don't have the hubris to think that we can solve all the media's problems in Mississippi with our small staff. And besides, there are already legacy news organizations that were doing an outstanding job of reporting on the issues in Mississippi. One of those was WLBT. There they are. And so we had some conversations with the news director there, with some reporters there about how we might get together to work on some stories. But you know how those things go. You talk and you talk and you talk, and nothing happens until all of a sudden, riding on a white horse came the Knight Foundation. And so they've given us a structure and some generous money in order to make this happen. So we have CJ McMaster, who is the investigative reporter at WLBT, and then Mississippi Today had to run out and hire a reporter of our own to do investigations. So we have Erica Hensley, who has done work with the Georgia Health News, and she will join us in June. And we will embark on a variety of projects that the Knight Foundation has set up, but we don't know what they are yet. We don't have the big idea. So that's the phase we're in now, is coming up with what we think could have great impact with a generous grant such as this. So I feel a little bit like an imposter up here because I don't have a project to describe, but we certainly have issues. Like recently, 500 bridges were closed in the state because they're unsafe. We have cases that can't be adjudicated because there are 900 cases backlogged in the medical examiner's office. These are basically the criteria that we're going to work under. We'll have 4 projects that the 2 groups will work on together. Very socially engaged we will be. And ultimately, we hope that this will expand to other Raycom stations. Raycom owns WLBT. And of course, we hope to win a Pulitzer Prize at the end of it all. So I hope you all will follow us, will tune in, will send us advice on things that we can do. and moral support is certainly appreciated. And hopefully you can go to Mississippi Today or MS News Now, and you will see that prize-winning report. Thank you.